Americans are being kept in the dark about the crimes being committed by Islamic Middle Easterners. According to the US government, the largest group of sexual offenders are white people. They make up 57.5% of all offenders. And Representative Ilhan Omar, she stated that white men are the greatest threat to this country. So let's take a look at some of these so-called white sexual offenders. There's Abdul Rida Mushari, along with Mohammed Abdullah Al-Hamdi, who was arrested for traveling to meet a minor to commit an unlawful sexual offense. And don't forget Caucasian man Mohammed Ziauddin, who was caught with child pornography. Well, at least in prison, they don't have to worry about forgetting sunblock, because if they're like me, and boy do they look like it, they must burn instantly. Then there's white man Omer Ahmed Khan, who was arrested for trying to sexually solicit a minor online, as well as Mohammed Tariq Jamshed, arrested for indecency with a child by contact. Here's Abdul Ghaffar Vadgama, who was arrested for sexual assault of a child, although it might be hard to see him seeing as how he's white and practically camouflages with the white child background. There he is. All these white guys, it's like playing Where's Waldo, but with sexual predators. And the most evil white man of them all, Ali Raza Mekari, who has so many charges, I can't even show them all at the same time. Confused? You should be, and here's why. FBI's crime reporting system doesn't even have a category for Middle Easterners. None. So officers, at their discretion, just slap them into white or Asian. Translation: across America, crimes by Middle Eastern offenders are erased, hidden in plain sight. And this isn't new. We saw the exact same scheme happening in Europe. Remember the headlines about Asian grooming gangs? Those weren't Asians. They were overwhelmingly Pakistani Islamic grooming gangs, the single largest group of perpetrators. For years, the UK media covered it up with euphemisms to protect community relations. And the result? Hundreds of thousands of young British girls were raped, trafficked, and brutalized, while the authorities looked the other way.
These children and their families, they did report the horrors to the police and the authorities, but nothing was done. Politicians, social workers, police officers did nothing because they were frightened of being accused of racism or Islamophobia. This is not the first time such incidents have occurred, but it may be the worst.
And now America is walking down the same road. In March 2024, the government announced a new category for the 2030 census: MENA, Middle Eastern and North African. Arab advocacy groups celebrated it as a win for representation. But here's the kicker. The new MENA category still doesn't exist in the FBI's crime reporting system. No one is tracking how many crimes are being committed by Middle Easterners in America. We'll count you in the population, but when it comes to crime, suddenly you disappear. And notice those same advocacy group that demanded representation for the census? Silent when it comes to crime stats. Not one demand for accountability. Not one. Why? Because this isn't about the truth. It's about protecting a narrative. And if the government can control the numbers, they can control the story. That's why accurate crime statistics matter. Because what starts as harmless reclassification turns into full-scale cover-ups. Just ask our friend Tommy Robinson or Anne-Marie Walters.
Already should have been a revolution in this country over the rape and prostitution, torture and murder of our daughters in every town and city. Not just the fact that the Islamic gangs done it, the fact that they knew about it.
They covered it up.
The police forces knew about it. They all let it happen. And they say it out loud. They let a generation of our daughters be kidnapped and raped, and they did not care. We are seen by them as cattle, yeah? And they do not fear us. And when we fear them, that's tyranny. When they fear us, that's democracy. Yeah?
The UK ignored reality. They silenced the truth, and it led to one of the biggest child abuse scandals in modern day history. We cannot let that happen here. We cannot let America become the next Europe. We cannot let predators to hide behind statistics and euphemisms while children and women pay the price. It's time to demand accountability. It's time to demand truth. The FBI must add Middle Eastern and North African, MENA, to their crime reporting system. Because if we don't learn from Europe's lessons, we're destined to repeat their nightmare.